Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new episode of Zaku News here on the USA Gundam TV channel. Today is Monday, December 21st. Now, just want to say, usually we do these videos every 2 weeks, and it's been a month since the last episode, so I skipped over that episode, basically because Bandai hadn't really put out anything new to talk about, because they had that big dump of news that we talked about in the last episode, and then after that there was kind of not really much. And even now, a month later, there's still not really much new to talk about. Basically, all we have today is a few minor little updates on the stuff that was all announced at that time, mostly all the limited stuff, so not really all that much interesting to talk about in today's episode. But just this is going to be the last episode for this year, so let's just go ahead and go through some of these quick little updates on some of this stuff. And then hopefully in the next video, in the start of 2021, we'll have some cool stuff to talk about, some cool updates to talk about the standard release stuff, like the new Masquerade Virtue, the RG Hainu, etc., stuff like that. Let's get into it here with the Masquerade Extreme Unicorn Gundam version TWC. It's the version Tokyo Waterfront City. Basically, this is the MGEX version of the 1-to-1 scale Unicorn Gundam. This is going to be coming out this month in December, available there at the Gundam base Tokyo. There, of course, and other different Gundam bases, I'm sure, for 25,000 yen, so the same price as the regular kit. Basically, the only difference is that it has a little bit different markings to match the markings of the 1-to-1 scale Gundam, and it has different verniers in the backpack. So we didn't have any photos of that before, but now we actually have a photo of what the different verniers look like on the backpack. That's, again, to match the 1-to-1 scale Unicorn, which has verniers that look like that in the backpack. I'm not really sure why they changed that in the first place, but for whatever reason, now the MGX, if you care about that, now it can have ones to match that. So interesting. All right, next, the Gundam Base Limited MG RX-782 Gundam version Perfect Gundam. This one, again, is something we saw earlier, but now we know this is also coming out this month for 3,000 yen, so 3,000 yen, very reasonable price. And again, as far as we can tell, we still don't have a ton of images of that, but based on just the couple images that they put out so far, it does seem like it's not coming with any weaponry other than the beam sabers that it's got up on the backpack. So that's the only, you're not going to have any shield or beam rifle or anything with this. So that also would explain why the price is especially low at only 3,000 yen for Master Grade. But it is also an older Master Grade. This is based off of the old Master Grade Perfect Gundam, just without all the Perfect Gundam armor and everything on it. So it's just the base RX-782 from the inside of that kit, basically. And it's, of course, it's in the anime colors version, so that's also looking very cool. That one also is one that I'm hoping to get my hands on to review for you guys. It's a Gundam Base Limited exclusive kit, but we have Gundam Bases here where I'm at in Korea, so hopefully I'm able to get my hands on that and do a review for you guys. I think it looks really cool. Even though it's basically just a very simple RX-782 Master Grade kit, it's got a cool style to it, in my opinion, and those colors look really nice as well. Alright, then moving on to some P-Bandai stuff. The Premium Bandai PG Unleashed RX-782 Gundam Clear Body Color, a clear color body. There we go. This is the alternate armor set for the Perfect Grade Unleashed. This is coming out now. We have the release date for it and a couple more images for this as well too. So this is coming out in March for 4,500 yen. So not too bad, about $40-50 for that, for the just base list price for that. And it's just an alternate set of armor, obviously in clear color. So all the white parts would just be plain clear. All the blue, red, and yellow parts are in just the clear color versions of those. So it's a great way to show off all that internal detail and everything. So it does look pretty interesting, pretty cool. If that's what you want to do with your Perfect Grade Unleashed, you can get this kind of upgrade set for it. You could, of course, not use all those parts as well too. You could sort of mix and match, because you have to have the regular kit. So you've got all the regular like opaque armor pieces already. So you could have it mixed, or like half clear, half opaque, or mix and match. So that could be pretty cool. And moving on to probably the most exciting news that's come out in the past month, the Premium Bandai HGUC Pale Rider Cavalry is going to be coming out in April for 2,200 yen. Now, again, this is not new. We knew this was coming out, but what we got is a lot of new cool photos. Basically, what we saw of it at the show in November was basically just a prototype of it. Now we can see it in full color and in full details, and all the weapons look very cool. It comes with a beam javelin as well too, which is really fun. And just the big massive weapon that it has on its arm. The name is escaping me now at the moment, but that also looks really awesome. So this looks like a very, very cool kit, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. Bandai also announced that they're doing a Pale Rider project. We don't know what that's going to be about yet, but that should be, we should get some news about that probably beginning of next year. So pretty soon we'll get some more information about what that's going to be. I am not sure what that's going to be. because they've already released a bunch of HG kits of the Pale Rider. So it seems weird to start a Pale Rider project now that they've already released a bunch of kits. They should have done that beforehand. So maybe they're going to be releasing a Master Grade and be releasing some different Master Grade variants of that. If that's the case, I would imagine any other future Pale Rider kits are also going to be P-Bandai. So far, they've all been P-Bandai. So going forward, I imagine they would also probably continue to be P-Bandai, unfortunately. But that's my estimation, but we'll have to see what comes out from that Pale Rider project. Also, last couple things here, the P-Bandai Master Grade Gundam F90 Unit 2, basically the purple version of the F90. Here is coming out in March for 4,000 yen, so we have the price and release date set for that now, and also some more images of that, and it does look very cool. The F90 Gundam does look really nice in those purple colors, but again, as far as I can tell, there's nothing actually different about the mold. It's just in purple, so if you already have the regular F90 kit, you can always just paint it into purple. I assume it'll probably have a little bit different markings included, but we haven't seen what the markings are going to be like for this, but that will probably be a little bit different, but just the base colors seems to be the only real difference about that kit. Also from F90 we have the P-Bandai MG Gundam F90 Mission Pack I-Type Jupiter Battle version. So again, this is a little bit different version of the I-Type Mission Pack. This one's coming out in March for 2,000 yen, so it's just these optional parts for your F90 Gundam. And this as well does look very cool. It's got that big, massive ride-on shield. It looks kind of similar to like the Armed Armor DE. It almost seems like the distant cousin of the Armed Armor DE shield. But yeah, so that we've got some new images of that, and also the new images of this do include the big marking on the shield too, which when we originally saw the images for that, it didn't include that marking, so you can get a sense of kind of the big marking for that as well too. So if that's something you're interested in. And that's really kind of all that we've had out for any news and updates so far. Like I said, it's all just updates about the premium stuff or the limited stuff, premium Bandai kits and the Gundam Base Limited kind of stuff. So nothing new related to anything that's going to be standard release, but like I said, I assume probably at the beginning of next year we'll get some more news about that stuff. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support, especially now in this Christmas season. Really appreciate all the orders and all the support there, guys, at the store. Of course, the link to USA Gundam Store down there in the video description. Check that out and shop online. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Happy holidays, and we'll see y'all in 2021. Bye, guys.